Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Alith Anar playthrough, guys. I'm sorry about the audio last time. I have had to replace my microphone. It was an old microphone. I mean, it did its job, but I've now got a nice Yeti Blue, which is much better for what I'm doing, guys. Please do let me with any issues. I know you're going to be able to hear my keyboard much more. I do need to replace that with something which is a little bit more silent. But that's something for the long run. I also need to get myself a boom arm so you don't hear quite as many desktop vibrations, guys. Anyway, let's jump straight back into this, guys. So, we're still at war with Tretch, and we're dealing with the remnants of Skaven here, guys. We've just had Ariel the Ever Queen, as she just told us, batter some things here, and we're going to be taking the Circle of Destruction shortly. Our Sea Lord he's sailing back out now, actually. We just went up for an explorer over there. Obviously, the Empire's not doing great at the moment. He needs to start, he's been confederating, which is going to get him more and more powerful, but Norska is doing very well over there. What to go for here? We'll grab the Eagles ones. A lot of these units we don't really use in our current army setups because, well, why would we want to when we've got these guys? We are going to be pushing out another proper army soon as well, guys, just to keep an eye on everything. Obviously, we've got... Oh, I think I got rid of the other army down there. Yeah, so we're already building up this army, which should be quite good. Oh, what I need in here is a mage. But I think we wanted to save up some influence for a better mage, didn't we? Oh. Okay. He doesn't want to go and secure some influence because he's annoying? That's... Maybe he'd already done something this turn. We'll see what it goes, guys. Obviously, as we're going through the end turn, as I mentioned, I have changed my mic, so I've had to play with the volume, tweaking it slightly. I think it's good. But if my audio's not great, if anything's wrong with it, if my music's too loud or you can't quite hear me or I'm too loud compared to the music, just let me know and I can tweak it, guys. I rely on your feedback a bit for that because sounds daft. I've listened, it sounds fine to me, but I've done that before in the past when I've been tweaking, and I've had all of you, lots of you guys turn around and say it wasn't great. So by all means, let me know if it's not quite right. I don't think once it's uploaded, it's never quite the same. No, I do not want to give you a peace treaty, because I believe I battered you last turn. We got Ariel, the ambusher there, however I pronounce her name, who can go and quite happily ambush your armies. Oh, the Nargarythe there she can go to. We're going to take Circle of Destruction, and then we're going to go find them. Oh. And that Nargarythe have another army going down. We want to batter. I do want to push and get all of the Skaven lands completed because I don't want to leave them to my side because they will betray me. It's that simple, guys. It's not that they might betray me. They will betray me if I leave them to my sides. Wintertooth is pushing. Fortunately for the Empire, the all of the other factions aren't really, all of the Norscan factions aren't really confederating, which is quite good for them. Well, I don't need to worry about capturing Circle of Destruction anymore because they just destroyed it for me. Yes, we can have a defensive alliance with you. Right, do I want to kill that army now? Is that their only army, basically, is the real question. I do want to kill it, it's just, do I want to kill them now? Oh, I thought I dealt with all of them. Damn.
Burden of the Shadowlands.
Finish off those guys.
My kindred's embrace. Make way.
I have a feeling we're going to lose the Twisted Glade.
Evergreen of Alith.
Let's finish him.
Cleanse this realm. End their lives.
Just gonna auto that.
Light in the darkness.
Blood of Nargarythe in them.
See, she doesn't get the buffs to ambush. Oh, she does get some. An ambush defense chance, which some of my other lords get, which is a little annoying, but you know. The fact she still gets a chance to ambush is quite cool. Well, let's up her bow units a bit more. Because reload reduction and extra ammo is huge for them.
Triumphs over darkness.
Don't want to capture fair. I want to take here before these guys move in. We're not going to get back in time anyway for there. Annoyingly. Let's grab discreet for you. Get the extra influence. And let's grab this one so we can start pushing down the second side.
Not one rookie on Nargarythe.
Right. We've got Deadeye, which is really good for him. I'm not so fussed by that. We've got all the way up here, everything I want. Oh no, I do want that. So yeah, we're going to keep going here because I do want to get the reduction in his army. The extra movement range as well is very good.
What is broken can be
I'm
remade.
sure I'd killed all of their troops. I don't know if he'll be able to get on next turn. I don't think I'm going to have time to build a wall here, but we can start trying anyway. Our income is quite good at the moment. It's hardly surprising though. Buffing up. No. Bleakhold. Where's Bleakhold? No, I'm not going to bother with a wall there. Not for now anyway. How is Quintex doing? That can probably be changed actually, because that's not worth having here. Yeah, I'm going to knock that over because that's not worth having here because this guy gives me double income from all of my settlements, so that's a really big buff for me.
Anchors away. Standing by.
This is beneath destruction. Tradition.
I think I might need to actually offer the peace treaty.
Your destruction will bring me.
We'll see what they do next turn. If they're still willing to accept a peace treaty, we might offer it to them, but no rush. We're just going to start leveling all of his other skills up now. He is an impressively powerful lord. If somebody wants him naming, give me a decent name, guys, and we'll give him that name. So I'm more than happy to do that for people. So long as they're relatively... They don't have to be particularly in lore, they just have to not be stupid, if you see what I mean. If you start giving me a name which is ridiculous, won't fit the game at all, is something absolutely silly, I'm just not going to put it in, guys. And if you have asked me to put a name in and I've forgotten about it, just shout at me until I remember.
Do not...
Yeah, we'll have a military alliance with Fey Enchantress. Well, with Bretonia, because she's part of Bretonia. Oh no, she's not. So she is actually still a separate bit, even though she's been pushed out of her lands by the Wood Elves. The Dwarves are huge, as is Khemri actually. The Dwarves and Khemri are really ascendant at the moment. Khemri, it's unusual to be seeing becoming ascendant, I find, because generally I find in most campaigns I play, the Tomb Kings so far have got themselves battered into non-existence early on. So we'll have to see how they do. Thing is, the Skaven have had a bit of a buff as well, as you can probably tell. So potentially the Skaven have hit there are expanding and hitting the people who usually hit the Tomb Kings over there. nope, I don't want a military alliance with you. I'm still not sure what I want to do with them. They are friends. They're not allies, though. And I don't necessarily want them as allies. Because I'm potentially going to want to crush them at some point. But they can happily sit behind me and trade with me. But I don't want to let them out of their lands either. They are a very neutral faction. So if they have benefit by attacking me, if I'm friends with them, they'll probably stay friends with me, actually. But I don't want them to be able to move through my territory at all, so. Oh, Teclis has confederated. Damn, I missed that. I should have kept trying, because I could have potentially got that confederation, which would have been it wouldn't necessarily been so good for me having that down there. I do still want to get Lotham. I mean, at some point, getting Lotham confederated would be good. It would make me by far the most powerful thing. Oh, they're not going for there. Okay. Oriel's going to go over and retake Blacklight Tower and then push into the Skaven lands. And I'm going to offer Malekith a temporary peace treaty, guys. Note the word there, temporary. This is not a long-term plan.
I have never been much of a diplomat.
Let's see if I can squeeze some cash out of them as well.
Fine.
Ariel, however I pronounce her damn name.
Evergreen.
First things first, she can go get that, then she can head over here.
Ready yourselves.
See, why would it send me that way when that way is obviously faster?
Hadri.
Burden of the Shadowlands.
Damn.
Cease.
Loic's fury. There is only vengeance.
I think not.
I need 25% remaining for that.
Move.
So we're going to move there and we're going to enter ambush starts. I can't get down here in time anyway. We're going to get hit. There's nothing you can do about that. How are you doing? You're going to take quite a few turns to get yourself sorted out. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to start building some more. Ooh, here might be a good place to do that. Not yet. No, we're going to start here. It's worth working out where I want to build more recruitment. To be fair, up here is probably where I really want to build extra recruitment buildings once it's built up. What we wanted here? We wanted to go straight to income, wasn't it? Because we'll get 200 from that instead of 100. Can we potentially, how is my public order doing here? So yeah, we can actually swap some of these around as well. So that one's producing 5. We've got another one of these here. We're going to drop that and swap that around as well.
Journeying
Let's head
on.
up there.
Beyond your comprehension.
Unfortunately, the Twisted Glade is going to fall. Nothing I can really do about that, unfortunately. There's 2 big Chaos armies there, which I thought were done. So, I thought those Chaos armies were done for, were dealt with. So, not a huge amount I can do to stop them at this point. Oh, that's a big Norscan army pushing down into Empire territory, or Middenheim territory. which might mean the Empire will be able to get a Confederation. I suspect the Empire is just going to keep confederating. As soon as its Confederation cooldown drops off, I suspect the Empire is just going to confederate another previously Empire-held territory again and again and again until they control all of the Empire, which is good. Having them as a powerhouse will be very strong. I'm actually really interested to play an Empire campaign at the moment, because I suspect it'll be very different, because you're going to be being pressed from much earlier on. No, not after I've just thrown a peace treaty at Nargarythe so I can focus on you. The aim is to finish you off, and then move everything back up, get all my armies ready, and hit Nargarythe en masse, push through the top of Nargarythe, and then we're going to sail across into the top of Norska and destroy the Norskans and push through their territory, by which time Chaos will be invading and we will finish Chaos off once and for all. We are unfortunately always going to need to keep a few armies at home over here because of the Chaos forces which spawn over here.
You approach a dark throne. I pray you bring a...
Yeah, we'll have a military alliance with you. I'm more than happy to do that. If you ever get a port, we'll even trade with you. One thing I do kind of like is in Bretonia, Thrones of Bretonia. Yes, Thrones of Britannia, Thrones of Bretonia. In Thrones of Britannia, guys, you get vastly more sorry, your trade is so much simpler, because basically if you're friends with somebody it automatically happens, which kind of makes more sense to me. I mean, maybe give you an option to cancel it, but if you're friends you should automatically have trade. As far as I'm concerned, it kind of makes much more sense.
Not one rupee on Nargarythe.
Right, Mr. Chaos Lord, you are going to fall.
To me, Shadow Warriors.
Just gonna finish that.
The Shadow Dancer brings fortune, a reminder of crossing Alith Anar.
We're gonna take the experience at this point.
Anar.
And we're actually going to pull back a bit because he might not be able to get to us in time. And which will reduce our upkeep for these guys even more. This is already a fairly cheap army actually, so let's grab chain lightning for you.
Welcome. Sail.
We can head around here. Wow, that replenishment she's got isn't actually bad. Build a port there. How are you doing?
What would you have of me?
Do we have a decent high mage? Wow, that's terrible. Some of these guys are amazing. See, like him would be amazing, but for now, Spry will do. You can actually head over to join this army. Let's grab Apotheosis to start with. Tempest only affects flying, which makes it a bit rubbish compared to other things, but that is so good. Shield of Safri is amazing. Right, we are actually going to drop off a unit here. Drop off one of these guys so you can come over and join. Where did that mage end up? I've lost my mage, guys. Ah, there. He's going to head over here because well, to here to start with, because that guy might not be there by the time we get there. Let's head out
Anchors
towards that
away.
one. Guess what we're doing?
Destruction.
I'm going to build another wall here because I like the idea of having walls on all of these settlements because this is more my sort of lower bastion.
We have shaped this world.
I'm just humming because I'm trying to work out what to build and where. That's only a tier 2 building, so I can actually build that almost anywhere. I am going to rejig over there, but I do want a recruitment area down here, so we're actually going to do it down here. Do I need that public order anymore? Oh, I still do. Let's start building one of those there. Can't get rid of a diamond mine because that's hugely beneficial for us. I could potentially get rid of that. But to be fair, for the moment, that gives us a really nice setup, actually, so no. I would like a few other units to be able to build there, but for the time being, that'll do for there. That was you again. He's getting really high level without actually ever being used to do anything. Massive. Wow. Skaven Pestilence is doing well. I might have to keep an eye on Pestilence as well. We might have to send an army down that way just to keep an eye on Clan Pestilence and to push them back once, because Mazamundi is not doing well, which isn't necessarily good for us actually. That said, the Empire is not doing well as well. Bretonia is moving in, trying to get some territory there. Is Bretonia heading over to fight Tretch? That's not good. Yeah, the Empire territories are getting battered in the north, which is not good. Well, it's not good for them. It's not so bad for me. I'm actually not that fussed by that. And I suspect what's going to happen is all the armies here are going to be pulled out up to Wolfram. No, I do not want a war with Skeggy. I have no need for a war with Skeggy. Skeggy are useful to me because I just keep pulling influence off them. I'd have to send that lord further afield to do that if I left. No, I don't need that yet. If they keep battering Mazamundi back, I might need to do that though. Something to worth thinking about. See, all of the northern ports of the Empire and Kislev territory have fallen. I suspect Kislev itself, you can see the dwarves have moved in, so Kislev itself is probably being ravaged over there, which isn't good. I'm intrigued of playing a campaign as the Spine of Sotek Dwarves, because I think they'll probably get battered quite early on, but I think they would be a really interesting starting position. But again, we'll see. We're gonna... Oh, those! Oh, that's infuriating. They ran away, guys. This army is nearly ready to start moving, so yeah, this guy
Your command
can actually start heading out this way.
My realm. Fight them.
Let's go and resettle here. It's risky,
When Loic dances, so shall I.
but by the time they get back, I'm not that worried.
Ever Queen. Change is coming. Ulthuan's Queen.
Guardian. Sailing on. Across the way. What news?
I don't think you really needed to ask what I was doing with him. We definitely don't need the public order here anymore. So yeah, I'm going to drop that. Removing our taint. Okay. Okay. Let's see what Bretonia is doing. Norsca is pushing into the Empire massively, and the Empire's going to need to deal with that if it wants to survive. I mean, it could go and recolonize, but it's very difficult to recolonize while you're being raided because your armies get weakened by recolonizing. And as you've seen from my Wintertooth playthrough, guys, whenever they do that, I batter them back. You know, I will rip their armies apart because they're weakened already from colonizing, and then I'll just smash their settlements again for more income. In fact, it's quite as Norsca, as a Norscan faction, I'm quite happy for the Empire to do that because it actually only benefits me. Because all I have to do is, you know, let them build up for a few turns, smash their settlement, get a big chunk of income, let them build up for a few turns, smash their settlement, get a bit of income. So actually letting them reclaim the lands isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially when they're riven with chaos corruption, because their people aren't happy. They have to use troops and income to maintain that land, get it actually functioning again, at which point, well, you can see. It's a problem with being high elves. We do get everything visible. What are they gonna do? Perfect. I'm more than happy for them to land intact. I'm going to move out of the city and re-enter ambush stance if I'm set up enough, guys. Okay.
Light of Avalon.
Right, we're obviously going to hold here for a second. We're going to head up here to get that wreckage.
There was only vengeance.
We're not quite ready to push out just yet.
Destruction.
Loyal service.
Right, which way is faster?
Absurd.
Oh, we're still building the dragon.
What would you have of me?
The winds are rising.
While we're here, we've still got a huge income. I'm going to build another guy in Bleakhold. Do we have enough influence to get a semi-decent lord? Yes! Extra ambush chance I'm more than happy for. For this faction, that's actually really good because of the way we work. Okay. Let's spend some of this ridiculously large amount of income we've gained. Let's do that there. No. This is still going to take us a while. what we really lack is anti-large, and we will get that later on, and that's perfect. That's a nice setup. We've got 6 infantry units. 2 of these guys who are anti-large. These guys can all of my ranged here can be used as infantry as well. Really quite powerful infantry, and we've got enough to put ourselves a high mage in here as well, which is going to be the plan, guys. Can I actually recruit another high mage at the moment? Who is semi-decent, or am I at my cap? Yeah, we're at our cap at the moment, so we'll have to leave that for the moment. We might get somebody else to put in there. I might even pull my lord up from here to put him in, because my lord in that army is not actually a melee lord. So yeah, we might actually look at recruiting not a lord, a prince, a noble. I definitely don't want a handmaiden. Which building is it allows the recruitment of a noble, guys? Noble. So an elven court. Definitely have one somewhere. We definitely had one somewhere. But I think it got knocked over. For now, actually, I want to build this here so I can start recruiting. And we are going to win this one here, guys. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Not a huge amount happened this time. It's mostly just been rejigging, dealing with those last remnants of chaos, guys. But as always, thank you very much for watching, guys. And I do hope you have enjoyed this. Nope, that's it. I thought I had something else to say there, but I don't. Cheers, guys.